Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jody After the Show podcast. It's Friday, and this is where we check the listener email.
We dig in.
Why did you say it that way?
I don't know. I can't watch that happen again.
I was just thinking about the Letterman show when it was actual physical letters.
Yeah.
Letters, we get letters, we get letters.
Oh.
We get your letters every day.
I mean, we used to do the producer's mailbag here years ago when
I do remember
there
that.
were still letters showing up. You know what I mean? That's been a bit.
Okay.
So anyway, we're going to hit up on
day?
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube comments, and the email that comes to us at murphysamandjody.com. We pull it all together in this podcast.
And comments from social. So this is regarding 100 decisions, which we talked about, I think, in a podcast this week about you make 100 decisions a day. Some of them are easy and nothing, and some of them can change the course of your life and you just don't realize it. Monica sent this in regarding 100 decisions. My parents moved me my junior year of high school from a little town to a big town. I went kicking and screaming because I wanted to stay my last 2 years and graduate with my friends that I had known since third grade. That is such a thing. Monica, I'm going to stop right here and just say, I know adults who have never forgiven that slight from their parents.
Yeah.
Some of them might even be in my family. I was never moved like that. I was moved to the country, which was awesome for me.
Yeah.
But that is a real thing, and I'm sure your parents sweated that decision.
Look, military families that experience that a lot.
Of moving. So anyway, so she moved. She wanted to go graduate with the friends she'd known since third grade, but moved in her junior year. I met my now husband while in the big town. He took me to my senior prom in his navy dress blues.
Ooh.
He is, Thanks for that vision. He is 2 years older than me. We were engaged 2 months later and married by December of that same year. We went to Spain for his first shore duty, where we had our son 2 years after we were married, and our daughter came 2 years later. Funny thing is, my parents moved back to that little town after my hubby and I got married. The decision to move was the best thing for me. 36 years this December.
Congratulations.
Such a great story.
That is.
Wow.
You moved to the big town to find him, and then your parents moved back, which I guess you get to go back now, Monica.
Yeah.
That's a cool story. We also have an email from Nina regarding dogs in summer, and the conversation was this, and it's one of my missions in life is to I didn't know this until I knew it either, but if you have dogs, when you walk them on hot pavement, their paws can burn, so don't walk them on hot pavement. In the summer months when the sidewalk is so hot, hotter than your feet could handle, don't put their feet on it. Like, they can only release heat through their mouth and their paws, and if you put their paws on it, it's going to burn. And, you see people walking with tennis shoes on, and they don't know that their dogs are like,
I have a stupid question because that's my specialty.
Not true.
What about doggy shoes?
That's so funny that you're asking. That's what Nina sent.
Oh.
Nina sent this in to us. Regarding dogs in summer,
Yeah.
I recently ordered shoes for my pug. We drive a truck, OTR.
Over the
on
road.
the road. Oh,
Over
okay.
the road.
Oh, okay. Parking lots are everywhere we go. He hates to be carried to the grass, but I make him suffer through it. So if you have pictures of your pug with shoes on, Nina, I need to see that.
Yeah. You know what? Two things about that. We had a pug for a long time, and it's true. They
Such
can't.
personality.
They do not like being held. They'll squirm. They don't. I mean, maybe
They don't like
somebody's
being picked up.
Maybe somebody's had a pug where that's been okay, but yeah, ours did not want to be held. She would snuggle, but holding her, she didn't want that.
Honestly,
But
to me, she had the short, stubby legs and a sausage body, she was a heavy girl.
Yeah.
So it probably didn't feel good.
Yeah, that's true.
To be picked up.
But here's my question for you on the shoes. If they breathe through their feet, or they release heat, I should say, through their feet, I guess it's a trade-off. It's better for them not to burn their feet,
Yes, it is.
even if
Yes,
it makes
it
them
is.
hot. It doesn't cause any other problems, right?
Probably, I wouldn't leave the shoes on them for too long. But yes, it's a smart way to protect their feet as long as they're able to have cool water and then release heat through the mouth. It's just something that needs to be, discussed, taught. Every time I see someone walking a dog at noon on a hot day, I know that they don't know that it's burning their dog's paws. Although I will tell you this, it's disturbing to see a dog's paw that has literally come open. I've seen it before.
Never seen
from
that.
vet offices and stuff. It happens. And they can't tell you, Mommy, Daddy, this is too hot for me. In fact, they'll happily go anywhere with you because dogs are loyal and we don't deserve them. So, Nina, I love that. The only time I've ever, I think as a joke, once my brother tried to put little shoes or socks on our cat when we were growing up, and he hated it, and it was a bad.
Did he pay the price for it?
He ended up bloody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put something like that on a dog's feet, it feels weird to them.
Yeah.
It's not natural. It just isn't.
The one that cracks me up is when Phoebe puts a blanket or a towel around Champ, Jodi's boyfriend dog.
He looks like a little girl.
Well, and she calls her sister Champariah, right?
Wow.
Because it looks like a nun's habit.
Oh.
It's cute.
Yeah, she'll send us pictures. Sister Champariah has blessed us with her presence in the room tonight. Okay, it's also Grateful Friday around here, so I want to get to some grateful comments. You're always welcome to send those in, and we will share them on Fridays, meaning we like to hear about what you're grateful for in your life. We like hearing about your life. Juan says, I am grateful for my wife, and I will celebrate 18 years of marriage on Sunday. And I'm also grateful that we both compliment each other most of the time.
Does he mean verbal compliments or just?
He means compliment, P-L-E-M-E-N-T.
Oh, okay.
That's what he wrote.
Gotcha.
I think that he means they vibe together.
Right.
Not, man, you look hot today.
Yeah, right.
And then Adam sent this in. The big thing I'm grateful for is my wife. After 6 years from being hurt at work, she's still by my side. And the little thing I'm grateful for is our 4-year-old Dachshund. Is that how you say the name of that dog?
Dachshund.
Dachshund.
A weenie dog.
I've never had that.
Yeah.
Wiener dog.
There was a car called a Dachshund, but yes, the Dachshund is the car. I mean, is the dog.
How do you say it? Dachshund?
Dachshund.
Yeah.
Okay. 4-year-old Dachshund who wakes us up every day to take him out to start our day. Oh, love it.
Those are also known as sausage dogs, right?
Yeah.
Our neighbors up the street had a dog named Fudgy.
Oh, yeah.
And Fudgy was he was a very vocal dachshund. Well, for one thing, he would always chase the ATV around. The neighbors had an ATV or three-wheeler at that time, and he would chase that. Unfortunately, he got under the wheel one time, and he ran home right after that. He wasn't hurt.
Oh,
He was about 6 inches longer.
Don't scare me. Okay.
But the thing that my brother and sister and I used to do when we were kids is our neighbors would have him out. Their yard wasn't fenced, and so they would have him on a chain in the morning or something like that. Not all day. They didn't leave him outside. It was only when they just wanted him outside, right? And
Get out,
for a while,
Fudgy.
right? But we would go hide behind the bushes, and we'd start calling his name over and over. And if you did that, he would howl.
Aww.
And so eventually the neighbors would walk
So you
out.
were taunting
Shut up,
him.
Fudgy.
Yeah, that sounds like good childhood
we were
fun
kinda-
that you don't know any
It
better.
must be a dachshund thing because we had, I don't know if it's still there in our neighborhood, but when I would ride my bike, he would chase me. And it's like,
Yeah, they
what
were-
do you think you're going to
Yeah.
accomplish?
Yeah, he
You
was.
see how big I am?
Yeah, Fudgy would do that same thing
Yeah.
too. He was a car chaser, which was pretty dangerous, you know.
Oh, no.
Until.
Well, okay,
No, he was
don't-
fine. We lived on a dead end street. There weren't that many cars.
Maybe they're, you don't know what they're thinking. They don't think like humans.
Yeah.
You're trying to reason it out like he's a human. He's doing his job as being a dog.
It might be human, the small dog syndrome.
And, oh, gosh, that's a real thing. Anyway, Adam, I just wanted to say one of the things that landed in the show this week, too, that I loved was dogs do make your life better. I mean, duh, but breaking down the reasons why. They make you psychologically, emotionally happy, like 6-7 times a day. If you have a good dog and a good relationship, they make you happy. I know that's true. But the other thing was you're healthier physically if you have a dog, especially one that you walk every day, because you walk every day and it's good for you to get out in nature as long as you don't do it in the hot pavement. But the other part was waking you up. If you have a dog that wakes you up every morning like Adam does, it's like you're on a better sleep and wake cycle than you would be without a dog. Isn't that cool?
Hmm.
You don't
Yeah, I guess that
realize
makes
it,
sense,
but it's
yeah.
true.
Right.
Yes.
Circadian rhythm.
Correct.
And the thing about dogs is, unlike people and probably any other animal, there's never a time when you get home and they're not happy to see you.
It's true. If
They're
your dog is
always happy to see you.
if you have a dog that's not happy to see you, they've done something in the house they don't want you to know about, or you're not a good owner.
Always love to hear from you. So hit us up on Facebook or Instagram. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that. And you can also leave us a message if you want to. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app right now to this podcast, there's a little red mic there you can touch. It's called the Talkback mic, and you just speak into it, and it'll send the message straight to us.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi podcast.